Let me briefly take you back to the halcyon days of 2018. A new God of War game had rebooted to rave reviews, Microsoft were buying studios like they were going out of fashion, and Brigitte was single-handedly destroying the Overwatch meta as we knew it. Now, in 2023, it feels like we're reliving the whole thing. Brig has a brand new ultimate, and she might be back to kill Overwatch all over again. Anyone who was around for those dark days of Brigitte's tyrannical reign over Overwatch 1 will remember just how broken the support was. And for possibly the first time in the Overwatch community's entire history, there was almost unanimous celebration when it was revealed that in Overwatch 2, Brig was getting a pretty decent nerf, and we would finally be free of her ability to completely counter entire team comps. As a result, when the sequel launched, Brig's pick rate took an understandable dive down the Ilios well. She still wasn't bad, and recently Brig's pick rate has actually been a little bit on the up again as players have fully adjusted to how she works in Overwatch 2, but Blizzard pushed ahead with her rework anyway, presumably to try to get her to a similar power level to the likes of GGRecon or Lucia, and if anything, they've overcorrected. And it's all down to the rework of her ultimate, Rally. When using Rally, in Season 4, Brig will now gain 100 restorable armor for the duration of the ability, putting the support hero on 150 armor. Just for comparison, Reinhardt has 250 armor, and he's a tank. Rally will also upgrade her barrier shield in both size and health, whacking the HP pool of the shield up from 300 to 750 for the duration, because sometimes it's fun to remember what it's like to play Overwatch with two tanks, I guess. And the upgrade will make her shield not quite as big as Rein's, but plenty big enough to shield bash two heroes stood in front of her, and that's important for what comes next, because Shield Bash can now be used to hit multiple enemies at once and will briefly stun them. This rework ultimately ties up one of Brig's only weaknesses in Overwatch 2, and now that she can stun the likes of Moira out of her ultimate, will Brig rise again to destroy Overwatch as we know it? Well, that depends on your perspective. At the end of the day, this ultimate rework is undoubtedly powerful and has the ability to completely turn fights on their head, but isn't that kind of the point? Ultimates are designed to be powerful game changers that can tip the balance in your team's favour, and in the grand scheme of things, is Rally going to be that much more impactful or harmful to the metagame as Kiriko's ult or even Lucio's? And let's face it, it's not like Brig can go around stunning heroes every team fight, this is her ultimate, so it's on a clock. And realistically, you're only going to get a few team fights to really make it stick. At most, a good Brig player is going to be able to get off a couple of stuns per ultimate. Powerful, but not necessarily game-breaking, especially if the other team can work out a tactic to counter it. So, is Brig back? Well, you could argue she never left, especially at the higher levels, but you'll definitely be seeing more of her in your ranked games in Season 4, even if she's not a must pick. Is she back to kill the game? Ultimately, probably not. What do you make of Brig's reworked ultimate? Will it break the game, or is it just a welcome buff to a hero that needed a bit of love? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're into potentially broken support heroes, check out this video on Season 4's new hero, Lifeweaver.